Hi! Guess what we're going to do? We are going to do a couple of problems from the SLO review, unit circle and graphing. So if you're counting just pieces of paper, it is the fifth piece of paper. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth piece of paper. And again, the title is unit circle and graphing. Okay. We are looking at, I believe it's number 2. And you guys are probably sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, radians, radians, radians. I can't stand radians. I don't want to have to deal with the radians at all. So we will fix that. You ready? We're going to fix that by taking this lovely 31 pi over 6. Forget about the secant for right now. You don't even care about that right now. Take the 31 pi over 6 and multiply that by, maybe, there we go. Now we're writing. Sorry about that. By 180 over pi. Okay. Now remember, the pi's are going to cancel. Okay, the pi's will cancel, so all I have to do then is cancel those pi's. And then I will have to, by the way, I know you guys are all worried about the colors of the I'm sorry. And they're up and they're working and it looks so much better, but I think I have to go change the colors. So anyway, the pi's cancel, and then the 6 and the 180 are going to reduce to a 1 and a 30. And of course, then what I'm going to have is the secant of 31 pi over 6 is the same thing as the secant of, well, 31 times 30 is some big number, 930. Okay, here's the deal with this. You want to get an angle that you can actually use your, it's weird, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the projector and it looks like it has a green tint to it. I would say it was for St. Patrick's Day, but that was last week, so that's not really going to work. Anyway, we've got secant of 930. 930 is not on your unit circle. You know this, I know this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that 930, okay, and we are going to subtract 360. When we do that, I don't remember what we get, but I know it's not less than 360. So subtract another 360. And when we do that, we get a 210. Okay. So the secant of 31 pi over 6 is the same thing as the secant of 930, which is the same 930 degrees, I'm sorry. And that is the same thing as the secant of 210 degrees. Now, you're thinking, okay, x is cosine, y is sine, and then the tangent is y over x. Okay, so when you go to your unit circle, you go to 210, you look at your x and y coordinates. Now, secant goes with cosine. So secant is 1 over x. So I'm going to go find my x coordinate at 210. So this is going to be, secant of 210 is 1 over a negative radical 3 over 2. And of course, when I'm dividing by a fraction, I'm multiplying by a reciprocal. So this is really 1 times a negative 2 over radical 3. And so that is a negative 2 over radical 3. We are not allowed to leave those negatives in the denominator. So I rationalize the denominator. And my final answer is a negative 2 radical 3 over a 3. So the secant of 31 pi over 6 equals the secant of 930 equals the secant of 210 equals this lovely, lovely fraction right there.